Hi, my name's Trev Hutchings and this is how to set up the Boss VE20 Vocal Performer Part 1.
Press the menu button. The screen now says Menu Set Up. Now press the right arrow button. The screen now says Set Up Mic Sense. Use the dial wheel to adjust the mic input gain level. Set the number higher if your mic is too quiet. Set the number lower if your vocals are distorted. Now press the right arrow button. The screen now says Set Up Phantom Power. Use the dial wheel to turn phantom power on or off. Turn it on if your mic is a condenser mic. Turn it off if your mic is a dynamic mic, like a Shure SM58. Now press the right arrow button. The screen now says Set Up Output. Use the dial wheel to change between mono, stereo and mono dry. The VE20 has one microphone input and two outputs. Set it to mono if you are only using one output. Set it to stereo if you are using both outputs. Or set it to mono dry if you want to use the mono output on the left output and a dry sound on the right output. Now press the right arrow button. The screen now says Set Up Low Cut. Use the dial wheel to turn low cut on or off. Turn it on if you want to remove low frequencies from the mic input. This can clean up the vocals by removing low frequency hum from the microphone and ambient room noises. Now press the right arrow button. The screen now says Set Up Loop Type. Use the dial wheel to change the setting to either Perform or Check. Set it to Perform if you want to record your voice with the effects to the looper. Set it to Check if you want to record just your voice without the effects to the looper. Setting it to Check and recording your voice to the looper lets you play your voice on the looper and test out different effects. Now press the right arrow button. The screen now says Set Up Contrast. Use the dial wheel to adjust the brightness of the display LEDs. Now press the Exit button to close the settings menu. These settings are global and are the same for all presets. Next, use the dial wheel to select one of the 80 presets. Then press the right arrow button. The screen now says Key. Use the dial wheel to change the key scale for the harmonics. The dial wheel runs first through the major scales, then through the minor scales. Now press the Exit button. This setting is part of the preset settings, so you can set a different key scale for each preset.
If you enjoyed this video, do give us a thumbs up and click on that subscribe button. Cheers!